Well, that's marvelous. Now, tomorrow you give me lessons and I give you your money back.
Oh, I feel so good. Listen. Listen to what they're playing.
Yeah, Rostlein.
Di-da-dum, lieber schnell ist not zu sehen, mit vielen... Oh!
Go on, I'm sorry, go on. Please.
Reuslein, Reuslein rot, Reuslein auf der Heide.
You know, as a rule, Americans speak German with a very bad accent, but your accent is really horrible.
Oh, Christian. This has been so wonderful.
Yeah?
I want to thank you. You've been more than generous with your time.
Well, that's only because I've had the very worst intentions.
Thank you. Oh, I hate to leave. I hate to say goodbye now.
Why? Why don't you say goodbye in the morning?
No, I can't. I've got to leave too early.
Naya, look, it is New Year's Eve. You go back to America, I never see you again. And please, I want you to spend the evening with me.
No.
Too bad. Do I have a rival?
Michael.
Who?
Michael.
But I think Michael would not mind if I just stole one tiny little Bavarian evening.
Are you kidding? I don't think it would even occur to Michael that anybody would ask me. All right. All right, Christian, I'd love to.
Wonderful. Oh, you look lovely.
Thank you.
You look... Really, I want to present my sister, Frida.
Charmed.
No, I'm so happy that you came tonight because I composed a little piece of music for you. And it's, well, would you like to hear it?
I'd love to.
Really?
Yes.
Do you like it?
Yes.
Isn't it nice?
Wonderful.
Prosit Neujahr!
Happy New Year, Margaret.
Prost Neujahr, Christian.
Ich bringe einen Toast. Bitte. Gott beschütze unseren Führer Adolf Hitler. Heil! Das Horst-Wessel-Lied.
Kameraden, die Reaktion erschossen, marschieren im Gang.
Are you all right? What's the matter?
Oh, you know, I was just in Berlin and I saw some Nazi demonstrations. But I didn't realize it had gone this far. Not here, in this little town. It's a little frightening.
Well, Do you think that being a Nazi is such a terrible thing?
Christian, are you a Nazi?
No, I'm not a Nazi. I'm not political at all. But I think that they stand for something hopeful in Germany.
Christian, you don't really believe that.
Yes, I believe this.
But why? Why? What can you possibly find to justify Hitler?
I think that Hitler will bring us a better life.
Is the life you have now so terrible?
No, my life is not so terrible, but I don't wish to spend the rest of it wearing fancy sweaters and teaching fat little children how to ski and being charming and picturesque.
Well, I can understand you're wanting more than that.
I think perhaps you cannot understand what it means to live on tips from foreigners in your own country, huh? You know what I really am? I'm not a ski instructor even. I do this for 2 or 3 months in the year. And when the season is over, I go to work in a little shop as an assistant to my father. And I'm a shoemaker.
And you don't want to be a shoemaker?
No, I don't. I want to be something else.
Well, then you don't have to remain one.
Oh, this is not the United States. It's so hard to explain to you. But, you see, it's very difficult for people to rise above their class in Europe. I tell you something. At one time, I wanted very much to be a doctor. Yeah? And I worked very hard for this. And when there was no longer any money, I was forced to give it up. Because we have no free university here. And I think this is where Hitler can help us. I think that he has promised to change all this.
Christian, Hitler promises to conquer the whole world.
No, but this is a direct result of a handful of completely insane fanatics within...
Oh,
yeah, it does, and this will pass.
It will not pass. It's going to get worse and worse and worse. And I think it's going to end in war.
I think that we should not discuss this. Because I don't know all the answers. I know you don't know all the answers. And with political discussions, we go round and round and round, and nothing is ever settled. Come on, let's go back in and have a nice time. Come on.
No. Good night, Christian. I'll say goodbye in the morning.
This is the BBC, London. Today, June the 24th, 1940, at 7:15 p.m., France surrendered to Germany. The events of the past 45 days, beginning with the German invasion of the Low Countries on May the 10th, have thus come to a tragic climax. England, now fighting virtually alone, faces the German military power whose aim to conquer or destroy the entire civilized world can no longer be questioned. In the words of Mr. Winston Churchill, what General Weygand has called the Battle of France is over. The Battle of Britain is about to begin.
Lieutenant, I do wish you'd order your driver to slow down. I'm reluctantly willing to die for the fatherland, but not in a traffic accident.
We're late, Brent. Go a little faster, Basserman.
But we almost hit a cow back there.
The only living thing we have seen all afternoon. Where is everybody?
Making love, drinking absinthe. You know the French, don't you read our papers?
Where are they? When I was a little boy, I promised my father to kill a Frenchman for him. They shot off his leg in Verdun, yeah, in 1916. So I promised him, on Christmas Eve it was, I promised I shoot a Frenchman for him.
Lieutenant, have you ever been to Paris?
No, I've not been there.
Oh, what a city. What a wonderful city that is. I'll show you a good time there. Ha! You won't keep those people indoors forever, not those Parisians. Ah, what wonderful girls. When I was a correspondent there last year, we practically lived in the streets. Simone and I, we will show you Paris the way it always was. The way it always will be.
Wasserman, go up to the road and keep firing on them in case they try to come to the front, yeah?
Jawohl.
Mets-toi derrière cette arme.
Komm an. Mädchen, stay behind this tree here. I go over behind the tree over there.
Jawohl.
I got him. I got him.
Mädchen, stay down!
N'attirez pas, Chemin!
Stryker, hold your fire. Stryker. Point. Stryker, come on. Point. Tell him to go back and tell the others to surrender because we now have them in the crossfire. Go. Allez.
Écoutez-moi. Mason is dead.
What?
Mason is dead.
Yeah. I'm sure his father is very happy now, yeah?
Allez, allez, vite! Arrêtez, les gars! Arrêtez! Arrêtez! Nous sommes fichus!
Captain Hardenberg.
Ah, Diestel. Nice to see you. I understand you have had a little difficulty on the road.
Yes, sir.
It is.
Thank you, sir. They were young conscripts, sir, making a token gesture. There was a roadblock, and it was quite unavoidable.
Oh, there's no need to be apologetic. It makes for excellent training. I want to commend you for the way you seem to have handled this.
Thank you, sir. We had one casualty, you know, sir. Private Mason was killed.
Oh, yes, Private Mason. Did he perform his duty?
Yes, sir. He killed one of the enemy with his first shot and then became excited and failed to take cover.
Too bad. I'm sure he fought bravely. That's wonderful, isn't it?
Yes, sir. So, with your permission, I would like to write a letter to his family.
Never mind, Diesel. I will do it. Lieutenant! Since you are attached to us, I wonder if you would mind taking a photograph of me for my wife. We had always planned to come here.
It would be a pleasure, Captain.
Come on, Diesel.
Well, I'm sure your wife is not interested to see me
Oh,
in
yes,
the
yes,
photograph.
yes. I've written about you and many of the men. I'm sure she's most interested. Just a moment. We will stand on the steps. Come on, Diesel. With the church in the background. A great day. A day of historic importance. In years to come, we will look back on this and say, we were there at the dawn of the new era.
Ah, yeah, now, Captain, this is the one, yeah? Wunderbar!
All right, settle down. Settle down. It's New York City property. Stop spitting and throwing butts on the floor and stop shoving. Nobody's going to be left behind. The Army's got plenty of room for everybody.
What's wrong? It's cold. Now cough. Turn your head and cough. All right, breathe in. Breathe out. All right, breathe in. Out. All right, bend over. Bend over and touch your toes. Okay. Now, for a man your age and your profession, you are in excellent health. How do you manage it?
Clean liquor.
Give this to the board. Next man.
You didn't register in California?
Yes, I did, but I came east before I got my classification.
You came to New York to get a defense job.
To get any job.
Michael Whitaker.
Oh, sit down over here, Mr. Whitaker. You must be very busy, Mr. Whitaker. I'm told we had a special call from Selective Service Headquarters asking us not to waste any of your valuable time.
Well, I'm rehearsing a show against a deadline.
Well, we'll try to rush you through quickly. How long will this show run, do you think?
I don't know. No one ever does.
Well, this is March. If it runs very long, your understudy will get a break. We're booking you for Uncle Sam as of June 15th.
Well, I don't think that's quite fair.
You can file an appeal if you like.
Oh, I'll appeal.
Is there anything else you'd like to discuss?
No, I'll just appeal.
We'll just see the secretary outside. So, sit down over here, Mr. Ackerman. Mr. Ackerman, you don't seem to have any dependent relatives or any occupation essential to national defense. Can you think of any reason why you should not be classified 1A?
No, sir, I can't.
I see you work for Macy's. You'll stay for the Easter rush, and you'll report June 15th. I think that'll be all.
Thank you very much.
Ralph, Benton.
Anybody got a cigarette?
Any cigarette?
Oh, thanks. How do you spell extenuating? Extenuating.
I don't know. E-X-T-E... No, E-X...
Illiteracy. That'll do it.
I heard you sing a lot of times.
Oh, you have? At the club?
On the radio.
Oh.
Are you singing at a club?
No, we're rehearsing the show.
On Broadway?
Mm-hmm.
What's the name of it?
Soft Shoes.
Soft Shoes. I gotta remember that.
Let's have a drink. Don't frustrate me. Anybody that can't spell extenuating is a friend of mine. Come on. You know, sometimes I think I give off a scent or something. You know, rouses the female.
Hmm?
Those girls.
Where? Oh.
Now, wait a minute. You mean to tell me that you didn't... Oh, your antenna's turned off.
No, I frankly didn't notice.
Oh, you're sick. Have you ever had a girl?
Have I ever had a girl?
That's what I thought. Listen, Ackerman, tonight I'm giving a party. You know, girls, females, broads. And you will attend. You will capture one and carry her off to your cave. You will attend.
Sure, yeah, yeah.
Good. Let us not discuss this sort of topic any longer. Let us discuss alcohol.
I like New York in June. How about you? I like a Gershwin tune. How about you? I like a fireside when a storm is due. I like potato chips, moonlight, and motor trips. How about you? I'm mad about good books, can't get my thrill. And James Durant's looks give me a thrill.
May I refresh your drink?
Thank you, no. I'm fine.
Have you met everyone?
It's all right. I was listening to the music.
Michael's told me all about you.
Yes?
Yes?
No, I meant, I only met him this morning at the draft board.
You met Michael at the draft board,
Yes.
and he was 1A?
We're both 1A.
Excuse me, would you?
Yes.
You saw me standing alone without a dream,
I want to talk to you.
without love.
Good evening. How are you tonight?
Fine, thanks, and you?
Hi, Hope.
Hi, Mike. How are you?
Fine. How are you?
Good.
Come on, I want you to meet somebody.
Oh, friend of yours?
Yes. Noah, this is Hope Plowman. Noah Ackerman.
Hello.
How do you do?
See if you can cheer him up. I don't think he really likes my music.
Actually, I haven't been listening.
Oh, my, what a lovely view.
Isn't it?
Yes, Margaret?
I hear you're being drafted.
I'm not being drafted.
Mr. Ackerman says you are.
Mr. Ackerman doesn't know what rabbits can be pulled out of a hat in Washington. Look, I'm not a hero and I'm not a pigeon. The pigeons can do my fighting for me.
Oh, Michael, what's the matter with you? You think I hate you or something for trying to get out of it? I don't. Really, I don't. Anything you do is okay with me, but you start to feel guilty about it, and then we start having fights, and you take it out on me.
I don't feel guilty. It's just that I'm against war and this whole drummed-up, super-patriotic atmosphere.
You just don't want to get shot. Nobody wants to get shot, so stop trying to convince yourself.
forget it.
I got a sick show on my hands.
Yes. Look, Michael. This is me, Margaret. I understand you. You're a heel, but you're not that big a heel.
And then, too, they fish for fish in the river. I was told that.
I like your tie.
You do? That's fine. I just saw it and I bought it. You think it's gonna rain? I like to walk in the rain.
I do too.
You do?
Mm-hmm.
You wanna walk?
All right.
Let's walk.
Okay.
What are you gonna tell him?
Who?
Michael.
Nothing. Well, maybe so.
New York City must be quite frightening to a girl from the country.
Oh, no, it isn't.
The truth is, it puts on an act of sophistication, but at heart, it's strictly provincial.
I don't think it's provincial. Anyway, not after Vermont.
Vermont?
Mm-hmm.
New York City, I must say, does have some beautiful women. Flashy, some of them, but you know, I'm told European women are more mature emotionally.
They are?
Oh. As a matter of fact, friends of mine have told me. Anyway,
What time is it?
it's late. We better be getting back.
No, I'd like to go home.
Oh. Well, I'll take you home.
Thank you.
Where do you live?
Brooklyn.
Brooklyn.
Mm-hmm.
Well, at last.
Now we take the bus.
Now we take the bus? Now what?
Now we walk.
Margaret,
Yeah?
don't.
Then what?
Don't be angry with me.
Why not? You have been very charming. You have not been understanding. In fact, you haven't even been conversational all evening long.
I'm sorry, Margaret. Really, I am. But lately, it seems we can't talk without arguing.
And you haven't the faintest idea what's bothering me.
Honey, I'd flip without you.
You sure would.
Well, that's the truth. You're so right about me.
I sure am.
Look, why don't we just sit and be quiet?
And then what?
Then you kiss me. Then I kiss you.
Oh, Michael, I love you so.
Are we getting warmer?
You'll be happy to know that we're here. Good night.
I want to say I'm pleased. Very pleased, I mean, to have brought you home.
Thank you.
I mean, I'm really pleased.
And you do that with your other girls, not with me.
Yes. No, I don't.
Oh, only with me.
You don't understand what I mean.
I suppose you think that you're such an attractive young man that any girl would just fall all over herself to let you kiss her.
Oh, God.
Never in all my days have I met such an opinionated, self-centered young man. Good night, Mr. Ackerman.
No, don't. Hope.
Stop that, you'll wake everyone.
How do I get back to the city?
You're lost?
No one will find me again, ever.
You're a terrible fool, aren't you? Well, you walk 2 blocks to your left, and you wait for the bus, the one that comes from your left, and you take it to Eastern Parkway. Now, what? Are you listening to me?
I want to say something to you. I'm not opinionated. I don't think I've a single opinion in the whole world. I don't know why I kissed you. I just couldn't help it. I guess I wanted to impress you. I was afraid that if I was myself, you wouldn't look at me twice. It's been a very confusing night. I don't think I've ever been through anything so confusing.
You tell me tomorrow.
The bus to Eastern Parkway.
Don't get lost on the way home.
The bus to Eastern Parkway. And then I love you. I love you.
Good night. Thanks for taking me home.
Now this is really boring, Brent. Here.
Oh, don't be so impatient, Kristen. Wait till you see her. A more delicious little strudel you have never seen. Really superb. Typically French and very...
Well, I could use a little strudel, Brent, but we have been here. Yeah? 2 hours.
To be French is to be late.
2 hours.
It's part of their charm. I only hope they get it before I'm too blind drunk to recognize them.
Francoise, please. Of course the men are Germans, but all Germans are not swine.
No?
Oh, I promise you 1 drink. Definitely just 1 drink, then we'll go.
I don't want to be seen fraternizing with the enemy. I don't want to be beaten by my neighbors. I would not look good with a shaved head.
Francoise, please.
Oh.
Please.
All right, I'll go. But not because of your arguments, because I'm curious. I'd like to observe one of these supermen. I'm a city girl and I've never seen a pig up close. Come on.
Here they are. Ah, at last you're here. If you didn't look so pretty, I'd give you a good spank in a very important place.
Perhaps I'd like it.
Yes, we can talk about that later. How nice of you to come, Francoise. May I present Herr Lieutenant Diesel? This is Francoise.
Enchanté de faire votre connaissance. I'm sorry, but that's all the French I know.
Oh, that's all right. Because you are all the German I know, and perhaps all I care to know.
And this is my little Simone.
It's a pleasure, Lieutenant. I'm sorry that we're a little late.
There, you see, didn't I tell you they were worth waiting for?
Would you care to sit?
How really gallant you are. Are you always as dashing as that with the ladies?
Yes, always, if they are ladies.
I must warn you not to be deceived by this Aryan charm. He is the most famous lady killer in the Austrian Alps.
Oh, la la. Tell me, Lieutenant, how many French ladies have you killed?
Well, I think that I'm not clever enough to do that, but perhaps if I serve in France for a little while, I could learn how with your very kind help.
But I'm confused. I thought you came here to teach us something. How to be tall and blonde and clean and efficient.
Perhaps if you were not French and I was not German, but we were just simply Europeans, we could learn something from each other, don't you think?
United Europe, of course. How stupid of me. You German have charmed us so that I forgot that you were all idealists.
Oh, now look, doesn't somebody know a good dirty joke?
Ta gueule, François, je t'en prie, tu vas nous gâcher cette soirée. Vise les fridolins derrière.
How many of us do you plan to murder in the name of that golden plan of yours?
If there is no unification, we will all go on murdering each other anyhow.
Listen, everybody, I know a nice little restaurant in Montmartre. It has a beautiful little garden, and we can have it all to ourselves. Shall we go?
Yeah, we can answer all historical questions there, and we don't even need to get arrested.
No, wait. I would like to know how many French lives you have personally contributed to that Wagnerian dream.
Now, look, this is no longer funny. Come on, let's
Oh,
get
let
out
go
of
of
here.
me. I want an answer from the Boche.
Françoise.
How many Frenchmen have you killed?
I've killed no one. No one. But if I have to sacrifice a few lives for peace, I will do it. Yeah. Even if one of them is my own.
Now, I have seen a pig up close. Thank you for your wine. Laisse-moi tranquille.
Tu te rends compte de ce que tu viens de faire? Vous
C'est
allez en
fait,
prison.
c'est tout. Je peux plus rien changer, c'est fini.
Christian.
Good night, Simone. Thank you.
I'm so sorry. Really, I am.
Good night, Françoise.
Lieutenant, I'm sorry. I should not have made such a scene.
No.
Please? My husband was killed in 1940 in Belgium. And all this talk about sacrificing lives in order to have peace just doesn't make any sense to me. The only way to peace is to stop killing each other.
I think about this 1,000 times in a day. And I wish it would seem so simple to me.
Could I have another glass of wine?
Yes, of course.
This is my house. This is where I live.
I think that I will not try to tell you how lovely this evening was for me. But I would like so much to see you again.
You're still the conqueror. A young golden god of war. Perhaps when the gold has worn off a little, good night.
Well, it's one of the hazards you run when you have a daughter. One day she's going to come to you and say, I love him. I want to marry him.
That's one of the hazards.
But you haven't told me anything about this man at all.
Oh, he's gentle and he's clever. He's not just a man, he's a boy.
And poor.
And poor. He writes me a letter a day, even when we see each other in New York every night. And he's alone. He's Jewish, Father. Father, this is Noah.
How do you do?
How do you do, sir?
Well, seems to me that Mr. Ackerman and I might have a little talk.
Certainly, sir.
Why don't you finish your coffee, Hope? We won't be very long. That's Jack Marshall's. I went to school with his father. My father with his father. Virgil Smith's law office. One of his people did the legal work when they incorporated this town. 1750.
Well, looks like it's going to be a nice day.
It's a family plot. 7 generations of plowmen's there. Hope's mother, too. There's a school.
Mr. Plowman, I don't have a family plot. I don't have a family. I earn $35 a week, and I'm 1A in the draft. But I love Hope, and I shall love her for all my life.
You're doing an awful thing. Putting a man to the test of his principles. I wish to heaven you'd turn around, get on that bus, and never see Hope again. But you won't do that. Will you? Didn't think you would. Anybody from town to ask to marry Hope, I'd say, come on out the house. We got turkey for dinner. I never knew a Jew before. You go along all your life, thinking a certain way. Someone jolts you, and you have to look inside yourself. That's what you made me do, and I'm not fond of you for it. Just tell Mr. Ackerman we've got turkey for dinner.
If you don't open the door, we are obliged to break it in.
Is this headquarters idea of a friendly little visit for me to photograph?
Well, we can't wait any longer. Kraus, Faber. Madame Brenner?
Yes, that's me.
Where is Marcel Brenner?
Oh, monsieur, I wish I knew. The boy is 16 years old. Half of the time we don't know where he is. He don't come home at all.
Kraus, you, Faber.
Marcel! Mon petit, laissez-moi passer! Monsieur, laissez-moi passer, je veux dire! Écoutez,
all right.
il est mon fils comme vous avez tué son
He
père.
will not be hurt.
Oh,
He will not be
monsieur.
hurt. I promise you. I give you my word, he will not be hurt. He simply must perform his labor duties. I'm sorry. Come in. I would like to apply for a transfer, sir.
Why?
I think I'm not able to do this work.
You don't believe you're suited to this work?
No, I don't believe in arresting children, sir.
I spent 4 years at Spandau, 2 years at the War Academy. I should be in Russia, but I'm here. And I will stay here until I'm ordered elsewhere. And so will you. What time does your train leave for Berlin?
Yeah, 12:30, sir.
Here are your follow-up papers. I wish you to do me a favor while you are in Berlin.
What was it?
Oh, I don't know. It's the Gestapo. Oberleutnant! Leutnant!
Close the door.
Do you know where you are? Do you know who you are? Answer me!
Yes, sir.
and stop being a child! Don't you know that when you became a soldier, you contracted for killing in all its forms?
I do not think it possible to remake this world from the basement of a dirty little police station.
It doesn't matter what you believe. Under battle conditions, I could shoot you for what you have just done. And I would.
The German army is invincible because it is an army that obeys orders. Any order, no matter how distasteful.
I cannot
Be
accept...
quiet! It has no sentimentalists, no moralists, no individualists. You will have no future in it if you don't understand that. You may have no future at all if you oppose it. I trouble to tell you this because you have a fine record. You will be a creative soldier once you get all this thinking knocked out of you. Well, we will forget it for the present. Now, as I was saying, I would like you to do me a favor. I have secured a piece of lace. Very beautiful. Black. For my wife. I'd hoped to give it to her in person, but I'm too important here. And since I can't, I would like you to deliver it to her in Berlin and your follow.
Yes.
Give her my most tender regards. You may say that I think of her constantly. The address is on the package. Enjoy your leave.
Coming. Coming.
Mrs. Hardenberg, please.
Yes?
I am Lieutenant Diestel from your husband's company, and this is a gift from Captain Hardenberg.
Well, come in. Oh, yes, of course. You're the serious one. In the photograph, with the captain.
Oh, yes, in front of the church?
Yes.
Yes.
What do you do?
It's a pleasure.
He wrote me you were coming to Berlin. If there was anything I could do for you, and so forth.
Well, that's very kind of the captain.
Please sit down.
Thank you.
Make yourself comfortable. What would you like to drink?
Perhaps I am intruding. You were just going out, no?
Only with the general. I'll tell him I kept him waiting for a lieutenant.
Well, in that case, I...
Vodka?
Yes, wonderful.
I have some direct from the Ukraine. And how is the captain?
Oh, he's fine. He asked me to give you his tenderest regards and to tell you that he thinks of you constantly.
That's very thoughtful of him.
Yes. Thank you.
And how is Gay Paris?
Well, Gay Paris is not so gay. Yes.
Oh, that's too bad. What are you saying?
As a matter of fact, I have no accommodations.
You'll find it impossible to get a hotel room. Maybe I can do something for you at the Adlon Hotel.
Oh, that would be wonderful. Thank you.
Excuse me.
Oh.
All right, Franz. Tell him I'll be right down. Are you in a hurry to get someplace?
No.
Then stay. I won't be too long. And I want to talk to you about it, Captain. Will you?
Yes?
Wonderful. Now have another drink, Lieutenant. Take some caviar. See how the home front suffers. Au revoir.
Au revoir. I'm sorry.
No. Don't disturb yourself. I hope you were not too bored.
No? I was bored at all. As a matter of fact, I found a wonderful companion.
Aren't you going to offer me a drink?
Huh? Sure. I offer you a drink. Oh, this is too much. Enough.
It couldn't have been a very interesting evening for a soldier on leave.
I'm not a soldier. I'm a policeman.
And you don't find this interesting? Well, cheer up. Things may be different. I have a friend on Rommel's staff. Maybe he can be helpful.
You can do this? You can arrange military transfers?
With a small effort. How are the girls in Paris?
French. Very patriotic.
Welcome to Germany, soldier. Get me a cigarette, please. On the table.
your show's going just great.
Lulu.
Brandy, so, si, signore.
Can you spare it? What's the matter?
Nothing.
Oh, come on, Michael. You can usually fake an affectionate kiss at lunchtime.
Something fell through in Washington, and I have to take basic training. I wasn't supposed to leave until tomorrow, but I can go now.
I'm sorry.
Oh, that's better. Why don't you take the afternoon off?
Oh, I can't, Michael.
The Office of War Information can spare you on my last afternoon.
We'll see each other tonight.
Well, tell them you're involved in a troop movement.
Really, Michael, I can't.
On the house. This is the last of the cognac.
I bet they still have plenty in Italy.
I came here in 1924, sir. I don't know anything about Italy anymore.
That was pretty unnecessary.
Not the way I feel. Margaret, what do you want from me?
I want you to act like a man. I want to be proud of you. The way Hope is proud of Noah.
You want me to get shot? Look, I've read all the books. I know that in 10 years we'll be bosom friends with the Germans and the Japanese. Then I'll be pretty annoyed that I was killed.
Look, Michael, I don't want you to get shot. I don't even mind your wanting to get out of the army. I just want you to stop pretending that you think it's all right.
That all?
No. I want us to go someplace and get married.
Now?
Mm-hmm.
Look, honey, I love you. But today, now, you've been seeing too many war pictures.
You mean no?
I could be in for years.
Last chance, Michael.
Honey, that would be foolish.
Oh. I almost forgot. The office is sending me overseas. I was going to tell you that tonight.
Hello, Mrs. Ackerman. Mr. Ackerman. Rather early this morning, aren't you?
Yes, we are.
Oh, today's the day, eh?
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Give you courage. Calm the nerves. Go ahead and drink it. It's full of cream. Homogenized. Good, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
I drink 2 quarts a day myself. Keeps me young. Well, I've got to be on my way. Good luck.
Thank you.
Oh, you taste good.
Are you ready?
Jawohl.
Raus. Raus. Ja. They are all ready, sir.
All right, Lieutenant.
May I suggest we wait, sir?
Wait, why?
Over your shoulder, sir. The sun will be up in a few moments, yeah? And when the sun is up and in their eyes, their guns will be completely useless.
A wonderful idea. We will wait. Mortar. Machine guns.
Wow, free!
Left end!
All right, cease fire! Gas!
I give no order to stop firing. What are you doing, Oberleutnant? The machine guns will continue to rake the area for 60 seconds. Fire! Shoot all wounded. Leave no one alive here. We cannot take prisoners. Our movements must not be reported. These wounded can give information, and their planes will be on us before we got back. Then all our reconnaissance, useless. Proceed. Shoot him. Shoot him! That's an order.
Okay, fellas? Attention!
At ease. Prepare for inspection. Eighth General Order.
To give the alarm in case of fire or disorder.
Wipe that smile off your face, Whitaker. You're not a Broadway big shot now. You're a soldier in the Army of the United States. Rip this man's bed. This isn't the Astor Hotel, Whitaker. The maid doesn't come in here. 2 extra days fatigue duty. Let's see the inside of that footlocker, soldier. This isn't the New York Public Library, soldier. I know this book. It's a filthy, dirty book. The Army doesn't care what you read, but I do. Get rid of it. Eyes front. All right, soldier. This window hasn't been cleaned at all. Whole barracks is on military. Sergeant, these quarters aren't ready for inspection. Get them ready.
Yes, sir.
You men are going to learn if there's one sloppy soldier in the outfit, it's up to all of you to teach him to be clean. Platoon is restricted to the post for the weekend.
Sir, don't you think punishing the entire platoon...
No, Lieutenant, I do not.
Yes, sir.
rest.
All right, Ackerman. You finally gone and done it. Now I'm gonna have to take you under my personal wing. This ain't no crummy tenement in the Bronx.
Now, wait a minute, Sergeant.
Keep your mouth shut. When I want you to talk, I'll ask you a direct question. You'll answer yes or no. That's an order. Now, lesson number 1 begins. Ackerman, get yourself a bucket. And you know what? You're gonna wash every window in this barracks. You're gonna wash them until they're clean. White glove clean. That's an order. Now move.
Seven, no help. 8, no help.
the devil.
10, no
There
help.
we go. I'm working on
7,
it. Jack. Hook.
Oh,
Jack.
And a queen.
Bet the bug.
Take care of
Bug
that.
bet. Not even a pair on the table.
5.
Here comes Mama's helper.
Hi.
You have a ball?
Hey, Callie.
Yeah?
You know everything. Who's our ambassador to New York?
We don't have one. We don't recognize him.
Just relax. They'll get bored.
Isn't New York part of the United States yet?
Nope.
What language do they speak there?
Language? They talk with their hands.
Well, how come Ackerman speaks English?
He's a spy.
Hey, wait a minute. You guys ain't being fair to Ackerman. I feel sorry for him.
Oh, sure.
No, really, I do. Look at the dough he could be making selling black market tires and gasoline if he weren't in the service.
Forget it.
You're right.
Hey, Ackerman. How come you're in the service anyway?
They had no influence with the draft board. They were all Irish.
All right, what you betting?
What we got?
What'd you hear from Hope?
Hope, she's fine. The last.
What's the matter?
Oh, no, I've done it. I've done it. Her birthday. I got $20 stashed, and I can't even get to a store.
Maybe you can get something at the PX. Come on, I'll go with you.
That's a good idea. My bank.
Who's playing? $5.
No. I'll lend you the 20.
Let's go.
You got a pen?
No, forget it. If I were you...
You're not.
Hey, aren't you gonna eat?
Read this.
would you act as my second?
What second?
I want everything to be absolutely correct, and I don't trust myself to arrange it. I might lose my temper.
Are you out of your head? These are the 4 biggest guys in the company.
So?
What do you weigh?
Never mind what I weigh. 135.
Look, they're only needling you because you had them confined to the post.
Will you arrange the schedule? Okay. You don't want to help, don't help.
What schedule?
You want me to fight all 4 guys in one night?
You're crazy. I don't want to have anything to do with this. Now take it. Take it! Okay, Donnelly, so you're a big man.
Nice punch, Donnelly. Come on, I'll buy you a beer.
What do you know? The little punk gave me a bloody nose.
Come on.
Well, you asked for it.
Teach him a little bit about boxing. Oh, look out, look out. Come on, Perniker, finish him. Oh, look. Get it over with.
Come on, sir. Lay it into him, Bertie. Come on. Okay, Perniker, knock him on his back. Oh, don't kill him. Oh, not yet. Give him that 1-2. Fix it so he won't want to fight anymore. Come on, Perniker. Come on, hold him up. He's going down. Oh, look out now.
That'll teach you to keep those windows clean. Give him that 1-2, Perniker.
Look, kid, look. Fall down, kid. Fall down. Come on, finish him.
Yes, Whitaker?
I'm sure you're not aware of it, Captain, but Private Ackerman has been badly beaten in fights with the biggest men in the company.
Yes?
He's been seriously hurt, and I'm sure now that you know, you'll want to stop it.
You're quite right, Whitaker. If I knew I would stop it, I'd be obliged to stop it. But then I don't know.
You know now, sir.
What's the matter with you? Ackerman isn't one of those rich Broadway producers you have to suck around. He's just a dog face. Get some sense.
I think you'll have to stop it, sir.
You know, the colonel had a phone call about you out of channels from Washington. Very much out of channels. To transfer you to special service in London. It's up to me to approve it or disapprove it.
I still think you'll have to stop it, sir. I know the colonel would.
All right, Whitaker. I'll spell it out for you. You go to the colonel and you won't get your transfer. And you'll have to be 5 times more soldier than any man in this outfit just to stay alive. Now get out. Ricky. Get rid of him. Today. Send his papers through.
Yes, sir.
Well, I hope you're satisfied. This makes 3 beatings in a row.
Almost had him, though. How'd he look?
Who, Collie?
Yeah.
Better than you do.
What are you trying to prove?
Nothing.
Well, why are you trying to kill yourself?
I like to fight.
Well, I'm tired watching you get your brains beat out. Look, if you fight Brailsford, you're on your own.
Sorry. It's okay. It's all right. I can lick Brailsford.
Well, I don't care.
It's important to me. It's the last fight.
You're crazy. This whole thing has got you crazy.
Maybe.
Oh, excuse me, men.
Yes, Lieutenant?
I'd like to speak with Ackerman.
Oh, certainly, sir.
You'll be around?
Mm-hmm.
Cigarette?
Thanks.
Oh, sorry. Ackerman, I've been watching the sick book. In my opinion, you're the most accident-prone soldier in the entire United States infantry.
I'm careless, sir.
Saturday nights in town, you're careless. Every Saturday night. On weekdays, you run the roughest obstacle course in the post without stubbing your toe. Now, why don't you level with me? I know you're fighting. I think I know why. This is something for the colonel to handle. Just give me the word. Well, besides, you're getting licked. You're no good to his punch drunk.
I appreciate it, Lieutenant. Thank you. But this is my business.
Whitaker?
Yeah.
I've been looking all over the post for you. Your orders just came through. You got 40 minutes to make the train to Washington.
Thanks.
He's all yours, medic.
Don't fall! Don't fall! Don't fall! Don't fall! Don't fall!
Come on.
Leave it alone. You get dirt in it.
Ready? Huh. Ready? Front. Ready? Run.
Attention, roll call. Abbott. Hip. Carroll.
Here.
Ackerman. Ackerman! Any of you men seen Ackerman? Abbott, did Ackerman sleep in his bunk last night?
I don't know, sir. I didn't notice.
Donnelly, did he? Eyes front, you. Well, Donnelly?
I don't know, sir. He's the opposite end of the barracks.
I warn you, men. I want a straight answer from the next soldier. Cowley!
No, sir. He didn't.
Nobody deserts this company. When they find him, I don't want him in a stockade. I want him right back here. He's mine. Yes, sir.
Gentlemen, your attention, please. The briefing will begin.
Gentlemen, I will come directly and frankly to the point. You have heard rumors that our position is deteriorating. It is. An American invasion fleet of tremendous strength is believed to be approaching Tunisia to attack us from the rear. The British are about to launch a massive frontal offensive. The resistance at Stalingrad has bled off fuel and ammunition in unexpected quantities. We must therefore prepare for a breakthrough. For the present, this information is for you only.
Air attack!
Dismissed.
Damn you, keep awake!
I am awake.
Well, stay that way. Talk to me. See that you don't fall asleep.
What do you want me to say?
Anything, anything. Just talk.
All right. How far do we have to go now?
About 400 kilometers more. 7 hours.
I think I must sleep.
If you sleep, you wake up in a British prison camp. Come on, talk.
I wish I was in the mountains, where it's so cool and peaceful in the snow. So wonderful to feel the wind in your face, clean and nice. And And I like the smell of smoke in the winter, coming from the wood, in the fireplaces.
Talk about something else. Talk about women. Women! Women!
I have a French girl, Francoise, and I think I can love her.
Was she beautiful?
Yes, she was beautiful. And I wish I was with her, and not on this motorcycle. Because I am sick of Africa. And I'm sick of the great German army. And I'm sick of doing my duty.
I should have shot you.
What?
I said I should have shot you! I ought to shoot you now!
You better learn to drive this first.
You will destroy us! Men like you poison an army. You let discipline slip a little one day, and a little more the next day, and soon you are nothing. You are not able to fight at all. I should have shot you.
Yeah, why didn't you shoot me then?
Because I was an idiot!
Yes, you recognize it, yeah. You are still infected with a little decent human feelings.
Oh, shut up!
And you hate that in yourself, don't you?
Shut up!
Yeah, you hate that, don't you?
Why didn't you tell me?
I couldn't. Besides, there's a law against harboring deserters.
You're not a deserter. The Army lawyer told me you gave yourself up.
You all right?
Yes. No, you know what they're asking me to do?
Sure.
The lawyer said if you go back to your old company, you won't go to prison.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not trying to tell you what to do. You do what you have to.
Stand up.
Stand up. Honey, how long is it? What? How long is it? 5 months. 5 months? Why didn't you tell me? I could have written you. I guess I had to work this out myself. The doctor said I should stay in bed for a while. I did. I guess that's why I didn't write you. I wanted to make sure it'd be all right. I don't want this to influence you one way or the other. Are you glad?
That's wonderful.
Absolutely. Wonderful. Don't worry about me. I'm going back home. Don't worry at all.
I'm not worried.
Imagine.
Listen, go to the lawyer and tell him I'll go any place they want to send me. All right, soldier. Okay?
Not only are you a disgrace to the Army, Ackerman, but your actions have caused a black mark to be made against this company and against me personally. I'm going to see that you erase that black mark. I'm going to make a soldier out of you if I have to break you in half to do it.
Yes, sir.
You'll get no passes. You'll be on KP every day for the next week. Also, you'll have the same cot and the same men around you. You're going to have to make mighty sure any punishments handed out to them aren't caused by you.
Yes, sir.
Now get out of here. I don't want to see you in this orderly room again, that's all.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Captain?
Yes?
This is Major Price. The Colonel requests that you report to his office immediately.
I'll be right there, Major. You wish to see me, sir?
There are many kinds of officers that we get in a war. Men like Greene and Emerson, and a few officers like you. Fortunately, a very few like you. Sometimes we find you out, occasionally we don't. In your case, we've been lucky. I've just completed an investigation of the reasons for Private Ackerman's behavior.
Sir, I can explain. You see...
I hope you can. I'll read you the charges that'll be brought against you at your court-martial. That said officer willfully persecuted Private Noah Ackerman by ordering mass punishment of his entire company as a means of disciplining him. By willfully and knowingly permitting savage beatings to be inflicted upon him by members of his company. By attempting to blackmail Private Michael Whitaker, who interceded in his behalf. You want me to go on? I thought not. I've preferred these charges against you, and I officially serve you with them now.
Oh, just put your money in. Doesn't mind this.
How much?
$5.
Hey, you guys, I think I just seen a ghost.
I don't see anything.
I think it's Ackerman. You're crazy. Ackerman's in New York living it up. If it isn't Ackerman, it's somebody who looks like Ackerman. Nobody looks like Ackerman. All right, you guys, don't just sit there. Make room for one more. I've just found a pigeon with $20.
Okay, come on, who's that? Queen 4 bets fine. 5, you out of your mind.
Wait a minute,
Call.
wait a minute. Look, don't get...
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Captain. May I help you?
Yes, do you have a Captain Hardenberg in this section?
Yes, he's here.
Would it be possible to see him?
Are you a friend of his?
Yes.
Very good. He's right in there. Go right in.
Thank you. Captain Hardenberg?
Is that you, Diesel?
Yes, sir. I was just released from my hospital this afternoon, and I came to say goodbye.
That's very nice of you.
Well, are you feeling any better, sir?
Better each day.
Good.
But they tell me I will be here for 6 months.
6 months. I'm sorry that it will be so long for you.
Oh, I'm sorry. It gives me the opportunity to think of the future. I plan to go into politics.
Oh, yes.
My face will be a reminder of what I have given for the fatherland. It will stand me in good state before audiences at public meetings.
You know, sir, that they do remarkable things nowadays with...
Yes, remarkable. Remarkable. Glass eyes, plastic noses, reconstructed cheekbones. I have written to Gretchen in this kind of detail to prepare her for it. And she has assured me she's proud of me, and it will make no difference. Gretchen is the name of my wife.
Yes, I know.
How do you know? Oh, yes, you delivered the package for me. She's quite handsome, isn't she?
Yes, sir, she's quite handsome.
She will be very useful to my career. What I would like you to do for me is visit her again, to reassure her. I know it's a great deal to ask, to speak for a man to his wife under these circumstances. But I want her to hear from a third party that I am salvageable.
Yes, I will be glad to do that.
Thank you. Thank you, Diesel. Now, come closer.
Yes, sir.
Are we alone?
Yes, except for...
Yes, yes, it's all right. I have one more favor to ask of you. I want you to bring me a bayonet.
A bayonet?
Yes, yes, a bayonet.
Well, I think...
What is the matter with you? Not for me. For him. He has no hands left, or anything left. He wants to die. I've promised him. He whispers to me when we are alone, and he can hear. He's a watchmaker in Nuremberg, specialist for stopwatches. He has 3 children, and he wants to die. Where's my hand?
Approximately over his heart.
Good. That's where I will place the bayonet. We have practiced it every night for a week. Come back tonight with the bayonet. Sister, will you bring me the bayonet?
Yes, sir.
Goodbye, Diesel.
Goodbye, sir. It's Christian Diestel. Christian Diestel. Hello?
Oh. Lieutenant.
Yes?
Come in. How are you?
I'm all right. And you?
Forgive me, Lieutenant. I must look awful, but I haven't slept for so many weeks. We've had so many air raids. Come in. Excuse me. They come over 2-3 times a night. You can't imagine what it's like. The soldiers at the front would strike under such conditions. I mean it. There's no heat, no light. Oh, yes. I remember. Sit down.
Thank you.
Did you bring any food from Russia?
Africa.
Of course. My husband's company. Yeah. All I have left is some kümmel.
No, thanks. Do you hear from your husband?
He killed himself.
You what?
He killed himself with a bayonet. I have the letter somewhere.
He asked me to come here and speak to you for him.
Perhaps it's just as well. He wanted to come back here. Naturally, I didn't encourage him. I spent a whole night composing a most tactful letter. I told him, of course, he would be better off in some permanent veterans hospital. What are you doing now? For heaven's sake, Christian, be a little realistic. You people are getting stranger and stranger. Stay a little while. Maybe I can find some vodka. I make myself pretty for you.
Christian? Christian!
Brandt.
Christian, how wonderful to see you again.
It's good to see you, Brandt. Oh, no.
I can't believe it, huh? That was bad, huh?
No, they moved us around a little bit, but you know, it's... Listen now, what's the matter with you? Being so near the front, Brandt? What?
Yeah, well, you know me. It was a mistake of the orders. But you, what are you doing here? Are you stationed here?
No, as a matter of fact, I'm waiting for transportation. I'm trying to get to Paris.
Come on, let's go someplace where we can talk. I'll buy you a drink for old time's
I see
sake.
you are captain from taking pictures.
It's an outrage. I should be a major. You've no idea how glad I am to see you. I'll take that. Bring us some glasses, please. I've been hanging around here for 2 days waiting for somebody to go to Paris.
Listen, what are you doing in Paris, Brandt?
Well, my headquarters are there.
This is your headquarters with blonde hair who likes goose liver.
Yeah, that's the one.
In other words, you have no orders whatsoever.
Only a desire.
Yeah.
And look, Christian, I also managed to acquire a little French car on my own.
Well, this follows naturally.
Yes, but look, a poor old photographer. Why, I wouldn't last an hour before somebody requisitioned it, but you have combat orders. With you, there would be no questions asked.
You have this car here, just...
Yeah, just near here in a little stable.
Well, we go now. We take the car.
All right, that's good. That's good. Come on. Why don't you have dinner with Simone and me tonight, huh?
Well, that would be very nice, Brent, but I think I must report.
Oh, report in the morning. You need some rest.
Brent, do you ever see Francoise?
Why, of course. She's living with Simone now.
She is living with Simone?
Yeah, sure. She has been for more than a month.
Brent, would you like to have dinner with Francoise and me tonight?
Very nice. We'd be delighted.
Simone? 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 Simone. Darling. It's been forever, yeah?
Je pensais plus te revoir. Hello. Come in.
Because I'm an American officer. No. Oh, my wonderful friends, I want to thank you for this beautiful night. I love you for it. And I like to make a little toast. Huh? Farewell, Captain Brent of the Army of the Third Reich.
You're drunk, darling. Say good night to everybody.
No. Christian understands me. Good night, Captain Brent. Tomorrow you awaken to your new life. Monsieur Brent, citizen of the world.
Isn't he funny? He has such ideas.
Sit down, Simone. Sit down for a minute. Christian, I know you don't approve, but listen to me for a minute. Tell me, are we civilized human beings or are we wild beasts? A human being knows when he is lost and he tries to save himself. When you are put into the army, you are expected to risk your life, but you're not expected to just throw it away. After all, in any war, Christian, after all the arms and the legs have been blown off, it doesn't really matter, because nothing really changes. Good night, my dear friend. Francoise, be good to him, yeah? Because he's the best of the best.
All right. Kristen. You won't report him.
not the same.
When you are in a hole filled with your own excrement for days on end, and when you see the faces and the bodies of the men you've killed, you change. And when you are there like that, when you have to live with death every day for so long, you have to keep something in front of you, or you would go insane. And so I was always afraid that I had just invented you.
Oh, but I'm real.
Yes.
Christian, please stay. There isn't anything for you to fight for. There never really was. Christian, you're not a golden warrior anymore. And soon, you will be just another refugee. Don't throw this away. Please. Don't throw this away.
I think I've come too far.
What are you staring at?
The faces of the generals. I don't like them.
If there is one thing I cannot stand, it's enlisted men with their air of injured moral superiority.
They don't look like they could lead you up the walls of a German fortress.
But don't you worry, honey. They're not going to lead you anyplace outside of a London bar.
Let's not start that again.
All right, then.
Go on, dear. Oops, here comes another big man.
No. Sit down, soldier. How are you, Margaret?
I'm all right, Sam, so far.
They are a little early tonight.
Oh, Private Whitaker, I'd like you to meet General Rockland.
Sam, huh? Nice to know you, sir.
Thank you. Come on over to the bar. Bring your friend.
In a little while. Thank you, Sam.
How long's this been going on?
Wouldn't you like to know?
And a general, too.
Johnny One Note. Always criticizing officers. Always turning down promotion. Why do you insist on staying a private?
Guilt, I guess. You know, Dr. Freud would say I'm punishing myself because I'm staying out of combat. Because I'm letting Noah Ackerman do my fighting for me. If you want to personalize it.
Well, then get into it. Stop feeling so guilty. It's getting a little sickening.
You'd rather be guilty than dead. Go on, see Sam. If these things get any closer, I'll probably chicken out and make a spectacle of myself. Go on, see Sam. Go on. You would too, wouldn't you? Stay here. What are you trying to do? Get yourself killed? General, will you do something for me? Will you?
I don't know. What is it?
Can you send me back to my old outfit?
Where are they?
They're fighting in Normandy.
Oh, I suppose so. Why don't you just put in a request through channels?
I don't want to wait that long.
All right. Give me your name and your serial number.
Yes, sir. Thank you, General.
Thank you.
Well, now you've done it. You're practically in a foxhole right now.
That's what you wanted, isn't it?
Oh, Michael, you big stupid idiot. That isn't what I wanted. You don't have to get killed to keep me loving you.
I won't get killed. Believe me, I'll have the deepest foxhole and the biggest helmet in the whole infantry.
No, you won't. I'll talk to him.
Don't. Margaret, please. Come here. Now, let that be a lesson to you. Margaret, I have to do this. I know I'll chicken out afterwards, but by that time it'll be too late.
I'm scared.
No, don't be scared. No.
I wish I had.
I'll come back. I have to come back. How else can I marry you?
Morning, John.
Morning, Peter.
Here it is. Also, the mail may be slow, and I don't want you to worry. I can't tell you where I am because the censors wouldn't like it.
It's not too private. Could you read it to us?
The photograph was wonderful. I'm delighted with my little girl, and I can see that she is a fine child, straight of limb, quick of mind. I promise to return to both of you with a whole body and a whole heart, no matter what happens. I shall return to tell her stories at bedtime, to feed her spinach, and to teach her how to drink milk out of a glass. To take her out in the park and tell her the names of the animals in the zoo. To explain to her why she must not hit little boys and why she must love her mother as much as her father does.
Write me. Darling, write me. Write to me, please. Write me. Love.
Noah.
We're getting close.
Look, I want no firing, no matter what happens, till they move up.
Oh, no, no shooting. We're only artillery observers, you know. Still hear the old man. Just you boys going up ahead and see what we have to clear out. It's easy. I take it a walk on a peaceful Sunday morning.
What are they doing out there on a peaceful Sunday morning?
Bless you.
Mother.
Here they come. Put your guns on them and make it count. Now!
Break up down there! Grenade!
There's no sense in putting it off. We're French fried if we stay here. We'll have a few minutes before they reorganize. Who wants to go first? We'll lead by twos and threes. We'll dissolve the detail in twos and threes. No need to tell you to be careful. Well, who's going first? Look, when you get through the Germans, well, I wish I could tell you where our lines are. But don't expose yourself till it's absolutely necessary. You don't want to get shot by your own men. Well, somebody better go now. All right. Yeah. I'll go too.
What's the matter? It's all right. It's all right. Okay?
What do you mean, what are we doing? Get your stuff on. Oh, no, not me. I can't swim. Well, I can't swim either. It can't be too deep. Are you crazy? There's crowds all around us. Big deal. We'll sit here and wait for them. Those are our guys across there.
They're not gonna ask any questions either. The minute we hit that weather, they're gonna spray us like sudden ducks.
Oh, shut up and get out of your gear.
I'm taking off nothing. I've had enough of this.
Carly, you can't
Look,
say...
I've had enough of you. I don't know what you're doing, but I'm not doing it with you. You're nuts. I can't swim. You understand? I can't swim. Get out of here.
I'm ready. Let's go. I'll go first.
Wait a second, wait a second. Just dog pad and take it easy, okay? Hold on to me. Just hold on. Is it bad? No?
No.
Don't try to move.
Hey! Hey, you guys! Cut it out! Cut it out! Hey! Will you quit shooting? We're Company C, Charlie Company. There's only 2 of us. And he's wounded. Give me a hand. Give me a hand, will you?
You got dog tags?
Sure, I got dog tags.
Your name?
Ackerman, 397-4287. Okay?
All right, keep your shirt on. We're coming.
Take it easy now. Be careful. Easy, easy.
Thanks.
This here's Red Dog 4. Yeah, a couple of guys from C Company just come up. Ackerman and,
Berniker.
Berniker. Berniker's wounded. Ackerman ain't got no clothes. Better get some up here.
Ask him if, Lieutenant Green showed up.
What about Green? Uh-huh. Yeah, I got you. Yeah, they're all okay. They just barely made it. How was it out there? Oh, they sending up some dry clothes for you.
I found some schnapps. Get you warm.
Huh? Hmm. Oh, Michael. How'd you get here?
I have a friend that's a general. I'm pretty big behind the lines, you know. Here, put these on. What's the matter?
There's still, hey, could one of you, pass the word down the line? Hold fire for like 10, 15 minutes?
What gives?
There's a guy over there that we left over there.
Vernon, you go down the line and tell those trigger-happy Joes if they see a derriere in the canal, it's one of ours.
Who's out there?
Cowley?
Oh, Cowley, good.
Yeah, except he can't swim.
Even better. Look, you don't owe him anything. Nothing.
No, I don't.
You've just been out there. There are plenty other guys.
How about you, son? You look fat and sassy.
Wait a minute, I just got here.
Besides, I'm a coward.
Let's go. Will you leave me alone? It's not deep. Damn you, it's not deep. The guys are waiting for us. Now, come on. No, I'm not going. Okay. Wait.
to speak with your commandant, please.
Ja, Kapitän. Enter, Kapitän.
Yes?
I was wondering if you had some food, sir.
We have no food. We've already been cleaned out by deserters.
I'm not a deserter. My company has defected. I am without command, and I have not eaten anything in 2 days.
Forgive me, Captain. Sit down, pour yourself some coffee. It's a relief to find someone who still has some sense of discipline left. How close are the Americans?
Well, I think there are, I don't know, 5 minutes or 5 hours.
I'm sorry. That's all that's left.
Wonderful, thank you.
Everything is gone. Colonels and generals passing by, snatching the food out of my hands, throwing away their uniforms. Unbelievable. My men are running too. This organization is falling apart in front of my eyes. I'm sorry. Are you hurt?
No.
I can see you had a bad time. Well, so did I. I have my wounds too, even if you don't see them.
Röniger concentration camp is not a picnic, believe me. With all the gas chambers, target ranges, doctors with their experiments. I had an extermination quota of 1,500 people a day. Jews, Poles, Russians, Frenchmen, political prisoners. And I had only 260 men to do it. Still, I managed it. Then they sent memorandums from Berlin. Inspectors running, shouting. In Auschwitz, they killed 20,000 a day. I know who it is. It's Berlin again. For the 4th time today. Yes. Yes. Very near, a few miles. I told you. All right, I didn't tell you. I told whoever it was that called. I have 10 men left. How can I kill everybody in the camp? Don't you understand? The equipment is not working. Nothing is working. I don't care what they did in Buchenwald. I am here alone and I have no personnel left. You know what this is, this phone call? They want me to kill every man, woman, and child in the camp before the Americans get here. 6,000 people. And the man who asked me to do this same man will walk the streets free. And they will come to him, the Americans, the Russians, and he will say, I never heard of concentration camps. He will say there never was a national policy to kill 12 million people. The SS invented it. Nobody in the government ever heard of it. And I'll be here trying to explain to the Americans. You know, the Americans may not understand what they see here. They may not know that a German officer, our kind of officer, does what he is ordered to do. Well, we at least know what is important. The courage to stay and face the enemy, and the honor to be able to say, I have done my duty for the fatherland. What's the matter?
Captain. This is the mayor of the town we just came through on our way up here. He says he can send a gang of civilians in to help us.
As I was telling the sergeant, Captain, we have heard that some of your most important generals and newspapermen are on their way up here. I can provide you with a number of my townspeople who will help you to clean up this place so that...
Excuse me. My name is Joseph Silverson. I am a rabbi.
Yes?
I do not wish to annoy the officer, but I have a request to make.
Yes, what is it?
Thousands have died here. More will die tonight, tomorrow.
Sorry, Rabbi, we're doing all we can.
Of course, I know that. There's nothing to be done for them. Nothing material, we understand that. All efforts must be for the living. What I am asking for is a luxury.
Yes?
I ask to be permitted to collect all of us, the living and those without hope, and hold a religious service. A service for the dead who have come to their end here. There has never been a religious service for us in this place.
Permit me, Captain. I don't like to intrude. I understand why the rabbi has made this request, but this is not the time for it. I'm a European. I understand things perhaps the captain doesn't understand. If you allow this gentleman to hold the services, I'm obliged to warn you. There will be riots. The other prisoners will not stand for it. And the generals who are coming will not like what they see.
The other prisoners will not stand for it. And the generals will not like it?
That's a fact, I guarantee it.
I'm going to guarantee something myself. I'm going to guarantee that you hold your services. I'm also going to guarantee that machine guns will be set up on the roofs of the buildings. And further, I will guarantee that anyone who attempts to interfere with those services will be fired upon by those machine guns. And further, I guarantee that if you ever try to come into this place again, I will personally break your neck. That is all.
Thank you very much.
Ackerman, you're not needed around here. Go take a walk outside the camp. Thank you, sir. Whitaker. How do you feel?
Fine, fine. Did you ever imagine it could be like that?
No.
My father's brother died in one of those. Did you see them?
The Evans?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did I ever tell you about my father?
No.
When that guy started to talk to Green, I could have gone outside and blown my brains out.
I felt the same way.
And then Green said, I guarantee.
I don't know. I got a lot of hope for Captain Green.
You know what? When this war's over, Green is going to be running the world. There are millions of him. Millions. They're human beings.
There are millions, millions of them. They're gonna run the world. Kraut.